Hi, Dean Casamento here, Director of Melbourne Corporate Health. Hope you're well. Over the last month and a bit, I've had the fortunate opportunity to present to a series of companies. And the specific topic was 2019 and the ultimate you. In that presentation that went between 15 to 30 minutes, we spoke about the current statistics in regards to our current level of physical, mental and emotional well-being here in Australia. We looked at obviously the benefits of making some changes in that space of physical, mental and emotional well-being and the impact that it has on us, both mind and body. We then looked at some concepts and themes of thinking. We spoke about the pleasure-pain principle. We spoke about the resistance to change formula, which I won't go into detail now. We then moved into the importance of getting the environment right, and that's one thing that I aim to do with all our workplace initiatives, is set up environments that can help support, sustain, nurture this important element of workplace well-being. And then as we drew to a close, I spoke about seven steps or seven things to consider when you're looking at designing 2019 in your most ultimate way. And I suppose the intent of this video is just to really think about one thing out of those seven things. And it was actually the first step. There was no real apparent order, but there was one thing that you probably need to consider first, especially as you move into this long weekend. And that is allocating some time to reflect on now. And this becomes even more important. This became even more important to me. We've just finished up our recent trainings in emotional intelligence at Melbourne Corporate Health, and going through the process of rolling out EI throughout workplaces across Australia. And one of the key characteristics especially around leadership and emotional intelligence, or being emotionally intelligent within the workplace, starts with self-awareness and awareness of self. And I thought about that, and I thought about the presentation, about the importance of reflecting on now. So this weekend, why not make some time? Why not make some time to do a bit of a stock take? We're a week and a half into the third month of the year. Time's going really, really fast. But why don't you start looking at your whole area of life, or your areas of life right now, and think about what your current level of satisfaction is in those areas. And start to question, not necessarily confirm or make a commitment, but start to question, where are the certain areas of growth that I want to experience throughout 2019? It could be in relationships, it could be in your finances, it could be in your health and well-being, it could be in your career progression, it could be in travel, whatever it might be. Where do you want to stretch? And I think the more you have these types of quiet conversations with yourself, the more you start to connect to what's really important to you. And I suppose one of the key drivers in doing what we do, which is directly linked to our vision, is tied into inspiration. And not only inspiring ourselves, but inspiring others to be their very best, both physically, mentally and emotionally. So make some time to get quiet, make some time to reflect, and ensure that you're doing small progressive things to make sure you're living a life on purpose.